Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Apex Racing TV for the Grand Prix 24/7 Star Mazda F1 iRacing Championship. I'm Alex Simpson. I'm on my Todd just for this little shakedown broadcast today. We're just some sort of confusions with the servers and things like that. So we're just going to do a little short broadcast today, just cover a little bit of the race, make sure everything is in place, ready for round one next week. Drivers will be getting ready for it. Laguna, tricky track for the Star Mazda. Car wants to break away. The tricky corkscrew corner can be very, very awkward to say the least. Have a quick look. We've got about 7 people on the grid, so I just want to have a quick look at what the qualifying times would be. So Aaron Hamilton would have taken, did take pole. With Steve Bocade in second, just 1/10 of a second. Looks like those guys are pretty close together. Daniel Benningfield, 8/10 of a second back. He was very late, had some problems getting into the server. So Kevin Hung as well in 4th place. Andrew Stokes in 5th, and Fuji in 6th place there. Holding up the rear without setting a time was Maximilian. He hasn't taken to the grid, so looks like going to be the 6 cars out there. So like I say, this is just going to be a real little short shakedown broadcast just to make sure everything works as it should do. And already, bit of a disaster. Let's just take it back a second. Looks like Aaron Hamilton got a good jump off the start. Maximilian did take to the grid in the end. Bocade having to hold off Andrew Stokes. Daniel Benningfield jumped straight up into 2nd place, already starting to close the gap on Aaron Hamilton. As Stokes goes just a little bit wide. Sorry, that was Kevin Hung, went a little bit wide. We've got someone slipping down and further back. I believe that is Maximilian. Still trying to get used to all of the liveries. But Daniel Benningfield might have had a little incident off camera. He's under a little bit of pressure. Yes, I know Brenton this week just for the test race. He's at work. He'll be back next week for the main round. Feel a little bit naked without my co-commentator here with me. But yeah, so just to quickly look at this circuit, 43 laps is what we expect for today's race. 11 turns, 4 kilometers there. The wind, obviously, we can't really give you the temperature settings because it's variable weather here in this series, so it does mess a little bit with the overlay system. But it is overcast. There is quite a bit of grip out there, but it does take a while for the guys to get their tyres up to temp. So Laguna Seca, pretty much one of the world's most famous race circuits, mainly through the corkscrew corner, as we have the 2 Bennettons getting very close to one another. Benningfield moves himself back up into 2nd place. I've just been informed actually the first round's on the 6th of June, so it's a little way away. But yeah, Aaron Hamilton out front, just stretching his legs at the moment, lapping considerably quicker than anybody else. He's in the Jaguar. Good to see someone bought in that car. It was a great livery when it was it around. Passed through many hands as the Jaguar team. I can't remember who they actually technically are now. I get a feeling they're actually Mercedes now. Sold on so many times. Might be wrong, it might be Red Bull, can't remember. Somewhat one of those top teams anyway, I got hold of it, so. What I am happy about is all the overlay seems to be working absolutely perfectly this week. All those little bugs ironed out. Oh, that's yeah, that's never going to end well. Maximilian there just got himself all out of shape. Lost his front end. Car is crabbing all over the place. That's going to be a one-way ticket back to the pit lane. He's going to try and drive the car there, but might be easier to tow it. I don't know. He'll get a fast repair, so should at least be able to continue. Kevin Hunt getting closer to Fuji, although Kevin's got a little bit of damage on the front wing there. It's not going to be helping him at all. He slides through the corkscrew and the Ferrari. Question coming in on YouTube, just it's my co-commentator Andrew, my other co-commentator Andrew, still in New York. I actually got it way wrong. He was in LA, so completely the other side of the country, and no, he returned on Friday. Kevin doesn't look like he wants to get by Sartano here as quickly as he possibly can, but doesn't look like he's struggling just a little bit. Still up front, Aaron Hamilton lapping about a second lap faster than anybody else, so he's absolutely flying. I think, yeah, Maximilian just coming into the pits now. We'll get a fast tow. And just like magic, there's a new front end. Filling the car up though. Perhaps forgot to deselect the tyres and everything else. These Pro Mazda cars, they're not exactly the quickest in the pits. 21.2 seconds, so. Leaders have come through and put a lap on him. Have a look, see where it is that Aaron's that much faster than the rest of the competition. Very similar times this time, him and Daniel. Just seems like Andrew just a little bit slower in all the sectors so far. We'll just wait and see as he crosses the line. 30.7, so yeah, there you go, that's the main difference really. Daniel losing most of his time in the final sector, but definitely much better lap from Daniel that time by, so just lost the 0.3 of a second really. No, he hasn't had much time to practice, so he's just trying to find the pace out there. Kevin's managed to make his way by Fuji. Well, he had. Oh, he's back. Just a momentary glitch off of the server. Put him on the timing screen going back down. Just take this moment just to thank the sponsors, GrandPrix247.com. They're on board for the whole season as well. Look forward to that. Hopefully we can get some sort of intro video made up for them for sort of at least round 2 or 3 to speak to Fuji. Don't forget the Sim Racers Asia GT series as well. It's on not quite straight after this. It's got about an hour or so just to get ready for qualifying. Absolutely jam-packed full league, that one, and I think given time both of these series actually be extremely popular. Typical iRacers mentality: if I don't have to race, it's just a test race, means nothing, so yeah, they don't turn up. So yeah, Fuji needs to thank these guys big time, because just lets him work out all of his little bugs. Daniel just gets a little bit out of shape. He'll love me for catching that one on camera. Must have sensed. Apologies for being a little bit quiet, because it is just a shakedown, just making sure everything's working in the background. Normally you'd have Brenton here as well, just to keep us entertained. I have to say that Aaron's just getting faster and faster. That's a 1:19 that he did that time by. So fastest lap of the race. Trying to give everyone a fair share of the old the broadcast at the moment. Like I said, not an awful lot going on out there now. Everybody's really separated apart massively, so what I'll probably do is just as it is a shakedown, I'll leave the stream running after we hit about 15 laps or so. Just leave it on most exciting, make sure everything works properly all the way to the end. Yeah, just for those watching that might not have seen or watching this back before the start of the first race, which again is the 6th of June. Don't know too much about the series, head on over to the iRacing forum. You can sign up there, it's in the private leagues and hosted racing section of the forum. Look for the Sim Racers Asia Presents Grand Prix 24/7 Formula 1 Star Mazda Series. Sign up there, you need to join the league on iRacing to be able to enter the races. Yeah, so we've got we've got 10 rounds. So starts off at Montreal, then we move to Mossport, followed by Silverstone, Watkins Glen, Spa, Monza, Suzuka, Indianapolis, Circuit of the Americas, and then we close the championship at Interlagos. So at the moment we've got 13 different teams that have entered, so 26 drivers. We've got 2 more slots for teams available, so 2 drivers per team. If you haven't got a teammate, don't worry about it. We'll just sort of bundle you together with another driver, so you can choose to work with or against, as so is the case with teams. Most of the liveries are available to download from the forum post as well. All the PDF documents explaining the series and everything are in there, so yeah, head on over to that. If you want to sign up, let's say 4 spots left. We'll have a full grid. Looks great actually. I think yeah, Fuji's going to do the first season really. It's going to be a great season. Just going to grow like pretty much like the Sim Racers Asia. 2 or 3 seasons in, then really starts to find its feet, work out what everybody really enjoys, and I think it'll really start to fly at that point. And Hamilton's still pulling away, about a second a lap from Daniel Benningfield. 11.9 seconds is the gap. Right, I am literally just going to hand this over to the system, just to leave it on most exciting, just to make sure, like I say, the broadcast runs, there's no interruptions with their quality and everything is okay. And yeah, just tune back in. We'll be here on the 6th of June for the first round. Hope you all enjoy the show there. But it'll be myself, Brenton O'Brien, in the box. It should be a good one for sure. But yeah, thank you for watching, and those that continue to. But yeah, I'll catch up with you shortly. Right, sorry about the lack of commentary in that one, guys. Yeah, pretty low finish rate there, but well done to Aaron Hamilton. Gonna wrap it up. Everything looks like it works. Okay, so yeah, tune in on 6th of June, first round, 24 car grid, hopefully for that one. But yeah, it's gonna be a great race. So yeah, tune in back on Aero TV. Sign up on the forums at iRacing, the private league and hosted races section. Look for the post from Fuji. If you want to place, there's 4 places left on that. Thanks again to the sponsors, grandprix247.com. We'll be back for the first round on the 6th of June. See you then.